on KAEF ABC 23. At 11, severe weather first.
Thanks for being here with me this Thursday for my first night on the desk. I'm Alex Hasenstab, filling in for Nazi tonight. We begin with the town hall hosted by Senator Mike McGuire and Humboldt County Supervisor Virginia Bass. The topic? The growing opioid epidemic right here on the North Coast. This town hall was a follow-up from the one held in November. Tonight, officials announcing that an addiction treatment center called Aegis is coming to Humboldt County. McGuire says the county secured $4.8 million in federal funding for this project. A representative from Aegis was at the town hall telling us how that money will be used.
The first thing it's designed to do is to extend addiction treatment into primary care. This afternoon, we ordered 60 Narcan overdose reversal kits for the Hooper Coalition, and I think it's 96 for the Humboldt Sheriff's Department.
Aegis also announced that they've found a location for the Modern Addiction Treatment Center. It will be in Eureka, in the building that was formerly home to Eureka Pediatrics. McGuire tells us it will take a few years to complete before it's open. Brand new tonight at 11, the man who seriously hurt himself after blowing himself up while running a butane honey oil lab is now going to prison. Officials say 38-year-old Joshua Corrigan is from Oakdale, saying he was running the lab in a backyard shed on Luce Avenue in Ukiah. Based on his no contest plea entered last month, the Mendocino County District Attorney says Corrigan is convicted of multiple felonies, including unlawfully causing a fire of inhabited property, illegally manufacturing concentrated cannabis by chemical extraction while armed with a firearm, and illegally possessing an assault rifle. The DA says he was sentenced to 7 years in state prison. New tonight at 11, a man assaults someone in a Eureka home and then barricades himself inside a room. This according to Eureka police, who tell us it all went down around 5:30 tonight on the 3200 block of Glen Street. Officials say EPD and a POP unit requested a warrant from a judge. It was issued just a few hours later at 7:15, and that's when they were able to make entry into the home. Police say the unidentified man was arrested, but no word on whether he knew the person he allegedly assaulted. New tonight at 11 and back in Mendocino County. A Smith River man was found guilty in a Mendocino County courtroom for driving under the influence of oxycodone. This according to the Mendocino County DA. The jury coming down with their verdict yesterday afternoon. Officials say 43-year-old Alan Morgan was also found guilty of having oxycodone without a prescription. A lot of people drive over the Samoa Bridge, but how many actually look under it? Check this out. 1,300 pounds of trash was removed, along with a bunch of needles and a ton of bikes. This was all thanks to Caltrans inmate work crew who was there to clean it up. We're told that crews are sent out to do cleanups whenever they're needed, and crews were out there for hours, sifting through sand, making sure everything was cleaned up. Tonight, we're following up on that tsunami warning system test. Some of you heard those blaring warning sirens, but others didn't. And many of you had concerns, so we wanted to get to the bottom of it. So we checked, and we've learned that 4 of the sirens in the county are having mechanical issues. So today I looked into if and when the county will be repairing those sirens and what you should do in the meantime to make sure you know if a tsunami warning is in effect. Sirens wailed throughout Humboldt County on Wednesday, testing the tsunami warning system, but not all of them.
My parents were home, and I came home and asked them if they heard it, and they heard nothing. So it's kind of scary living out here.
Gina Camilli lives in Fairhaven, one of the 4 locations in Humboldt County where the sirens didn't go off. The Sheriff's Office of Emergency Services says they were not expected to work because of mechanical issues.
Very scary. I hope they get it worked out.
Other sirens in tsunami hazard zones, including Big Lagoon, Clam Beach, and Manila, all had mechanical issues preventing them from working, leaving some people worried.
If I was out here and then we had a tsunami out here, I would like to know about it.
In the meantime, the Office of Emergency Services says people should sign up for Humboldt Alert emergency notifications.
I am. And that did go off on my phone.
And meteorologist Troy Nicolini says
the natural warning is the most important warning. So if you feel an earthquake that lasts a long time and is pretty strong, That means a tsunami could arrive within 10 minutes.
People who live in Fairhaven said they feel confident the local fire department would notify the public.
They would probably go around to the houses and tell people, though.
Something the fire department confirmed off camera. As for the future of the sirens, it's still unclear. Emergency services wasn't available for comment, but said in a statement that fixing them would be costly, saying the sirens were funded by Homeland Security, but funding for maintaining them wasn't included. Now they'll have to work with the county to see how they'll go about fixing them or finding another notification system.
Just fix them. I mean, we live close to the water, you know.
Now, the county saying, quote, the Sheriff's Office of Emergency Services, Tsunami Work Group, and subject matter experts will be compiling information about the sirens' statuses and options for review by the Sheriff, the Board of Supervisors, Disaster Council, and the public. The Sheriff's Office says they have not requested funding from the county at this time, but that it could be an option. Also tonight, the details are unfolding in the shooting in Gualala. Turns out the man who shot his neighbor also tried shooting his neighbor's wife, and now he's behind bars. Officials say Monday around 4:30 p.m., two neighbors were fighting on South Highway 1 in Anchor Bay. The two were reportedly arguing over the easement of a shared driveway. Deputies say this guy, 69-year-old Harry Miller, shot 62-year-old Paul Palestrini in the stomach. Palestrini then hitting Miller with a shovel. Then deputies say this guy tried shooting the other guy's wife, Desiree Palestrini. Authorities say he is in bad shape after being shot. He was flown to an out-of-area hospital in critical condition. Miller has now been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. He is in jail, held on $75,000 bail. Brand new video and details on the family of Monday's deadly car crash. Coming up on North Coast News, the car that plunged off the cliff and the kids that are still missing. Ahead, we'll take you to the home they left behind. Plus, beautiful and breezy today. How about that wind? When it's expected to die down, First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington has your weekend weather forecast next.